Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Riftlord video guide. Now Riftlord is kind of a new take on an old spec. Now what it does, this spec really, is it takes the old 61 Rift Blade, and we've kind of swapped a few of the sub points out to put 4 in Warlord and 11 in Tempest. This allows us to kind of still keep up the really high damage output the Rift Blade does have, while also getting a shit ton of single target healing for yourself, which is absolutely brilliant. So what you get out of this build, single target healing wise, is you get recovery posture and also jolt. Now this synergizes well with the already Blade of Elemental Affinity buff that you'll have from Blade of the Ascended, which will basically mean whenever you use a builder attack, you're going to get healed from recovery posture and also Blade of Elemental Affinity. So basically this means every time you're using an ability that is not a finisher, you're going to be healed for about anywhere between 850 and 1400, at least in my gear. So just to give you an idea of sort of the circumstances of the current video you're watching, I'm playing my warrior, which is just about geared for tier 1 raids. So literally I can just step into Frozen Tempest and that, and I only got into raids on it last week. And what I'm currently up against is Leifis hard mode. So the stakes have been raised quite high there. And as you can see, I'm doing it with no problem at all. I mean, literally she didn't get me below about 60% there at absolute worst moment, and I didn't even use Jolt on any occasion. So there's a lot of passive healing being provided. Just one sort of tidbit and pro tip about Jolt is if you continue to spam it, then you're going to run out of energy very fast and be starved. So you should only use it in circumstances where you have enough energy and or your health is sort of below about 30-40%. Just moving on to Leifis Phase 2, and this is where the damage kind of, if you can't avoid mechanics, it kind of ups a bit. Now, this isn't sort of a guide for the fight, because I'm going to show you how, if you fail in this spec, literally, the healing's so good that you can get quickly topped up in no time. So, just going to dodge a few mechanics here, start off a bit pro, and then the ads will come in. Now, initially, you know, what I like to do is I like to ignore the ads and leave it to when the gold piles start to spawn. And as you can see there, I just got hit by both a tail lance and a flare. In pretty much any other warrior spec, it's pretty hard to recover from that health wise, but you'll see how I can sort of just by hitting the boss initially, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Fork along with Rift Spear, and what that'll do is that'll hit all the ads and the boss and trigger immense healing from my recovery posture and Blade of Elemental Affinity, and give me quite a nice health boost. And boom, hit Fork, hit that, and they're off and gone. Now, just as a bit of a disclaimer, guys, I kind of do really suck at playing 61 Rift Blade, and this guide isn't perfect. This is just to show you that there is a spec available out there, because I've noticed a lot of people going, oh, you know, warriors, they can't solo Queen's Gambit or Chronicles, or I'm having a really hard time doing this, and I just wanted to kind of like get this guide out here. I mean, I probably didn't create the spec, it's probably created a long time ago, but I just want to show you that there is a spec out there that you can use to solo content, and it's pretty damn good. Even if you do make the occasional mistakes, then you can still make your recovery like I have and carry on with the fight. Now a bit in regards to how the spec is played, I mean literally all you have to do is keep Frost Strike up on the boss, spam your builder macro, and when you get free combo points you can hit your off global cooldown finisher macro, and that is how you do it. When it comes to AoE, I mean you've got Storm Burst and also Earthen Burst, which hit multiple targets, but guys, if you're wanting a spec for AoE, I wouldn't suggest this spec. I'd much personally go for Warlord Champion or the Warlian spec, as some people like to call it. I'll be doing a video guide on that soon to show you how it works, but in terms of single target soloing, this is the go-to spec I would suggest. It's very easy to play, very fun to play, I enjoy it, and it's goddamn overpowered on self-healing. I mean, it's just so good. Literally nothing's going to take you down unless you directly get hit by a ton of mechanics, which I kind of haven't recovered from, but if I was a bit worse than that, I'd definitely be dead. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the guide. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, any questions about the spec, feel free to leave them below. Any suggestions on how to make it better, or maybe you found a secret better spec, you know, get in touch, let me know. Anyways, thank you guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the video. tell your mum, something like that. Have a good one, guys.